We're gonna have a great time together, Cheryl.
Okay. He's confident. Well, now that you know what they sound like, are you ready to take it to the next step?
I think I am.
Do you have your questions set?
Sure do.
All right, let's take a seat, make yourself comfortable, and here we go.
It looks fun, but do not watch this alone. The Woman of the Hour tells the chilling true story of a serial killer who appeared on the dating game in 1978.
And you guys, we have the stars here to tell us all about it, one which is also the movie's badass director. Please welcome Anna Kendrick and Nicolette Robinson.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is
Are you
amazing.
crazy?
I'm so proud of you both. But listen, Women of the Hour had its LA premiere on Friday.
Yes.
And this was your first time seeing the movie with an audience, and we got you on the red carpet. We just want to remind you what you said.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I'm just really excited to see it, but I also think that I'm going to be about as nervous as I've ever been in my whole life. But I'm excited to finish the evening and have a big stiff drink. Am I allowed to say that?
What's the drink? What do we go with?
I'll probably just go straight bourbon just to like take the edge off.
Okay, so did you get your bourbon?
Wow, I really just say stuff. I really just say stuff out loud for the whole world to hear. Wow, wow, incredible. Well done, Anna.
How did it go?
I was a little hungover the next day.
Just a little.
Just a tiny bit. No, I had the most amazing time, and the after party afterwards was so meaningful, mostly because I got to be in the same room with all these amazing people that worked so hard on the movie. But I was so nervous.
Me too.
I was telling Nicolette earlier, I was like, I like dissociated so much that I'm not joking. This sounds like I'm doing like silly fun times, but when we were sitting watching the movie for like the whole first act of the movie, I was like, huh, is this what the movie's about? I've seen the movie hundreds and hundreds of times, but I was so nervous. You know, you just leave your body. Oh
Well,
my
you also
goodness.
directed the movie, and this is your first time directing. Tell us what this story is about.
It would be pretty weird if I'd seen the movie hundreds of times and I was just in it. That would be really something. I'm sorry.
I love it. Why did you want to tackle this as a director?
Yeah, it's not really what you think of when you think of me. I am aware that I am mostly known for a musical comedy franchise. But this movie, it's about extreme things, and you know, it's this true story, this awful story of a serial killer in the 1970s who, you know, really operated for over a decade without consequence. But you know, I think as you get older, things happen in your life, and that question of who can I trust is really profound. And you know, the fact that this man went on the dating game, and there's this kind of perfect metaphor because, you know, they're behind a partition, and it really asks that question about like who's really behind the curtain, who's behind the mask, you know, who can you trust?
It really is kind of crazy. Now, this was kind of a heavy story. How did you and the cast find ways to just keep it light and fun on set?
There's a lot of dark material. I mean, that's a funny thing. I mean, it really was, despite the fact that it was a really dark story that we were dealing with, it was a really beautiful place to come to work. I mean, we had, you know, dance parties and like random days. I mean, that feels a little, you know, we weren't dancing all through. That was
Murder.
No, but Anna really set the tone, and it was just such a beautiful place to come to work, and we all loved each other.
And everybody treated the material with such reverence and dignity. And then it was like, it is also a film set, and like things go wrong. And I remember like one day a mirror broke, and I was like, I need to just dance a little bit, because if I don't, I will start crying. So, you know, those kind of things. Yeah.
I love that.
Balance.
Okay, so you are married to our, you know, one of our celebrity crushes. Sorry, this
Leslie Odom
not to make it
Jr.
awkward.
Mine too. It's okay.
Do you consult like him on stuff, and you're like, I don't know, you kind of know about hits, Hamilton, like, what do you think of this?
You know, we've been together for a while, so we've sort of developed a really strong shorthand, and we now can work with each other without me breaking into tears. You know, we give each other notes and we help each other.
Ooh,
with
dangerous.
But no, now it's really, you know, warranted. It's wanted, and we work really well together now.
I love that.
I love that. It's so crazy. Now, I gotta talk to you about a simple favor too. Because we heard you guys just rap, and one of the hottest men ever. Michaela Maroney joins the cast. I gotta know, did Ryan Reynolds have to show up to set and remind Blake that she is a married woman? Because this man is fine.
Oh yeah, I mean he's absolutely gorgeous, obviously, and he's so good in the movie, and just like the loveliest person, and like a real goofball. Like he would make me do staring contests, and I actually don't know if this is. I was about to say, oh, there's this Italian phrase, but I'm like, I actually have no idea if it's like a phrase or if it's just what he said. But he would be like, first one to laugh is a donkey. Oh my God. And then I'd have to like, and I always laughed first because he's like truly so fun and so goofy and a very attractive man.
So it's hot and funny. Justin, we hate that.
We hate that.
Okay, before we go, blink twice if you're going to direct Pitch Perfect 4.
Oh my God. I will keep my eyes wide open and say that when you have known people for that long, they have no interest in you being in charge of anything. Believe me, they have seen me at, I mean, you know, that first movie, we were doing dollar shots in whatever local dive bar existed, so there's no way that they would take any direction from me, and I love that.
I love it.
I love it. Ladies, thank you so much for stopping by, and make sure you watch Woman of the Hour. It premieres this Friday on Netflix. It's going to be huge, you guys.